Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. It's Thursday, Thursday, and this is video 3 of potentially 4. The idea is to go live tonight. If I don't go live tonight, I will definitely go live Sunday. I'm not going to go into loads of details. We've had some work done to the internet, and I did a test yesterday and it worked. I did another test this morning and it was still sketchy, so I'm just waiting a call just to see if they can do a line test for me. But anyway, look, what are we talking about? We're talking about now, yesterday I did a live, as I just said, and it was talking about this leaked video of apparently Lucy Law. I released a video this morning. The video this morning was just really so people who didn't see the live get to see it, because I know not everybody likes 20 minutes, 30 minutes long live streams. They like the more shorter stuff. Not that there was a massive difference in the time, but because look, this raises a huge problem. Now, I went over to this channel here this morning. Someone had emailed me and sent me this. This is Dreezy Dem TikTok, right? And he did a video about the toxicity around the Jay Slater case. This one here, the first one. But what Dreezy has done, now Dreezy's a bigger TikTok creator. He does bits over here, but this isn't his primary platform. His primary platform is indeed TikTok. And he's been covering this case, very similar to me in the way that I cover it, and that we kind of try and cover everything that's being said, and then we see what's got credence and what hasn't. I think the downside is, and I'll come back up there for a second, because what are we going to do is we're going to show you the actual video where the leaked Lucy call actually came from, to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it has nothing to do with the Jay Slater case. And I'm also going to show you some other bits to dispel some of the other rumours that are floating about, and perhaps answer some of the questions that we have. So don't go anywhere, because this is the thing what happens, you see, and this is something that I have learned. I should have fucking learned earlier. We talk about everything, but what we have to understand is the audience, they don't watch everything. They don't watch everything you put out. Like, when I look at the analytics of my videos, for instance, you're sitting somewhere around between 45 and 55% of a video being viewed, which tells you a massive story, right? Tells you a massive story. And what the story is that, like myself, I can talk about the things that have been brought out in the Jay Slater case, and why people are still going around saying, oh, Harsh has done a 180, he believed this, and now he's working to try and dispel these rumours, is because people haven't watched. They haven't watched in the first place to fully understand what you're saying. So if I do a video that, say, it touches, I don't think I even did one touching on the beach, and I think I only touched on one on the boat to, again, dispel that rumour. But I have questioned things like the photograph. I've questioned the overall narrative, because I still don't fucking believe the overall narrative. I don't know what people can't grasp from that. But we've touched on a lot of the rumours and questioned things. But questioning something and believing it, and believing that it truly is something to do with the Jay Slater case, is very, very different. But if someone's only watched 30, 40, 50% of your video, then they don't get the full context of it. But look, we had this situation yesterday. Now, I'm not saying that Wax Unfiltered created this video. Didn't create it, but someone did. Someone got this video and they sent it to a content creator in order to push that out in a certain way. And Wax fell for that hook, line and sinker, in that he marketed that call that it was a leaked call from Lucy. And that's where I have an issue with it. And for everybody who's saying that, oh, you're attacking other creators, no, it's not about attacking other creators. I'm protecting this niece from the damage that we are doing to it. That's what I'm doing, because it's very, very clear that people aren't listening. They aren't listening, they're not understanding, and it's becoming more and more toxic by the day as we take this case. This Jay Slater case is a real case. It's got a real kid who really died. And people have attached so many things to this story that it's now got to the point where I think to myself, right, so are people doing this now for the money? Are they doing it for truth and justice? Because it doesn't look like it. Should you do your due diligence? And like, I'll give you an example. So Wax goes onto this. Now, he doesn't say that this call is 100% Lucy. He does say that he thinks it sounds like Lucy, but he can't be 100% sure because he hasn't done a side-by-side comparison. Well, my question to you as a community, and let me know down below, do you feel that because of the size of Wax's channel and the amount of influence that he has the responsibility to do them checks first, not to get a piece of information that we're going to show you is absolutely faked, and then either decide, look, this isn't relevant, this is not, or what I don't get it. And if he's decided not to check it and to put it out and mark it in a certain way, is that right? Is that wrong? What impact does that have on the community? How is that positive and acting and moving towards truth and justice? But here we go. Here is the original video. So we're going to go over to here, and it is the truth about Veronica Strip Tenerife. This video was uploaded by Ads Capri, and it's got 47,000 views, uploaded, like I say, a year ago, and this is it here, right? So let's play this here.
I can do this kind of stuff.
So this is...
I didn't fuck off.
The call.
I was talking to you. You ran off from me. I was talking to you and you fucking left. You all left.
And... What can you say about it?
I was texting you. Don't fucking turn this on me. I'll talk to you.
So the point being, I'm not going to play loads of it, but the link to this video, the full video, is in the description of this video. The link to Dreezy's video is also in the description of this video, and the link to Wax's video is also in the description of this video. But again, this to me is about due diligence, and this is, if you're going to push something and say this is a leaked video of Lucy Law, then you have to make sure that's what you're saying. Now, you could come out and say there's apparently a video that is of Lucy May Law, and talk about it and say I offer it no credence. You know, people are saying that it's out there and it does, but I can't offer any credence. And you could look at it, but you're marketing it like it is what it is, and then you're hiding behind this. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, but you've marketed it that is exactly what it is. But also we have these as well. Now I'm going to go to this, and I'll bring this up on the screen, because these are also some of the things that cause issue in the Jay Slater narrative. Now, people obviously are going on at me saying you're twisting, you went one way, you're now covering the truth. No, I'm not. I'm trying to undo the damage that's been done, that I have helped to create. So this is Angel's piece of peace, right? This is where people were talking about the fact that Jay Slater, there had been no kind of articles put out about him being missing, etc. Angel's piece of peace found it. It wasn't hard to find. It was on a Spanish, it was a Spanish article, so she had to do a bit of work with respect of using a translator to change it. But this is the post here. But this important bit here, black and blue trainers along the bottom here, look. So this is saying what he was wearing when he went missing. Black and blue trainers. So where we had the picture of the blanket and we saw black trainers, there was a lot of people who had said that Jay Slater was wearing white trainers. I even questioned the fact that, but I did say that, but the family would be able to know if that was right or wrong, because the family would know what he was wearing when he was found, and they would know what trainers he was wearing. But this specifically states that he was wearing black and blue trainers. Now, I know what people are going to say. Well, the people around him could have lied about what trainers he was wearing, but ultimately he's going to get found, and they're going to see what trainers he's wearing. This would have likely gone some way towards identifying him when he was found. Also, Angel's Piece of Peace, same thing here. It's not going to let me just switch around to that. We have to go back to community and then scroll up. So this here is respect of the beach footage. And Skyline, this was a response from Skyline Webcams, who run the webcams in that area. Skyline Webcams does not maintain archives of images and or recording. Time-lapse videos are generated on a day-to-day basis. Each video is overwritten with more recent images. So they're on a loop. So they'll run for, say, 12 hours, and then that'll re-record over the previous 12 hours. Whatever. But the point being that the beach footage must, for that to have been captured like that, and must have been live. So someone must have been filming that literally on their phones then, and it wasn't anything to do with the webcams. So the question, like Angel's Piece of Peace quite rightly says there, well, if that's the case, that someone was literally there and watching this all transpire, where did the footage come from? How did it end up on the internet? And why didn't anyone involved take that footage to the authorities? Why has nobody come out publicly and said, I'm the person who filmed this and it is what it is? And I'll tell you for why. Because it had nothing to do with the Jay Slater case. So it leaves you in this situation now of thinking, right, so if you've removed the Maruba boat out of the situation, remove the beach footage out of the equation, you remove everything out of the equation, it carries on, and you think to yourself, what are you left with? What are you left with when you start removing all of these little elements that have gone somewhere towards causing all of these stories, these fantastical stories of the drug cartels and boats and hoes? You know what I mean? It's, what are you left with? What are you left with? It's like what I said in the live yesterday. It's like you're making a cake. You get these things, you put them in the oven, you see how they go, and sometimes you open it and there's a beautiful cake sitting there. Sometimes you open it and the fucking oven's on fire. It's just the way it is. But that is, we have shown here now that the blanket photo very likely was Jay. We've shown that the beach footage is absolutely fucking debunked. The call, the Lucy call, was faked again. And the Tom Hilton post I've previously shown, they were also faked. What is it that the community wants? Do they just want to have people have carte blanche to do whatever they want to do, bring out whatever they want to do, and further cause a toxic environment around this young man's death? Or do people want people to start pulling things apart and actually trying to get to the fucking truth and understand that there are things that we have spoken about that were wrong? I don't get what this community wants. I just can't fathom it. It's like you just claim that it's about truth and justice, but unless you're talking about stuff that don't have any relevance to truth and justice, you ain't fucking happy. So don't sit here saying that you want truth and justice. You don't. You want entertaining. Rant over. I'll catch you all in the next one.